we're in Brighton. So I went back to work for a week. My parents did London by themselves. I hope they have fun. And then this morning we took the train to Brighton. Then we're going to Bournemouth to see my uncle. So I know you already saw Bournemouth, but hopefully it will be slightly nicer weather this time. So, what have you thought of the trip so far?
Oh my gosh, too many things to count. This trip or last week's trip?
I don't know. How's London?
Oh, it's grand. It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah. Now we're at the sea.
Yeah.
Again, this sea is calmer.
Yeah. It's good, not so crowded. I like it.
Yeah.
Bye.
So it's been a pretty quiet day here in Brighton. I think we're all a little bit tired. We wandered from the marina down the beach to Brighton Pier, and then we wandered down the pier, and it's like the big pier that has all the games and the mini donuts and rides, and it'd be a pretty fun place if you were a kid and it was sunny. That's Victoria Fountain. That's all I know. We don't really have a plan for today. This is my day to plan, and so nothing is planned because I wing things. So we're at the Brighton Museum, and there's a small Egyptian exhibit, and there's an interactive computer thing that's for kids. There was a kid using it, and her dad was standing behind her. Because it's Egyptians, it's about the mummies. It's about how to embalm someone and create a mummy, and so there's like this body on a slab, and you need to pick the tool that you need next. And so the girl, she was right, it was the hook. And the dad's just like, that's rather horrific, isn't it? Because, so you take the brain out through the nose, and then you have to pick the tool that you need to figure out which organs get put into which jars, because the priestess needs the organs. Loving it. I lost my parents again. Why does this always happen? We made it to Bournemouth. Barely. Turns out there's some sort of strike, or there was some sort of strike going on with the trains. And today the strike has ended, but they're still on the strike schedule. And so the route that we were supposed to take from Brighton to Bournemouth was not running. And so we had to go back to London and then transfer at Basingstoke, or however it's pronounced, and then get down here. And we weren't even supposed to be on that train, but the first guy told us we were allowed to be on that train. And then the guy on the train was like, he was wrong. And then when we got on that third train, there is some sort of festival going on near Winchester. The train was packed and everybody had these giant backpacks. And I realized as I'm standing there with my parents and they have their two little rolly suitcases, I have a backpack and a ukulele, and it clearly should have been going to that festival. It's warm enough for ice cream. I'm at a beach in my bare feet in the water, and there's sand instead of rocks, and I'm having ice cream. Good morning. It is... Oh, shoot. Yesterday afternoon was wonderful. We just kind of spent it on the beach, and it looks like the weather is going to be the same today. Look at this. I'm in a sundress, and I'm already wearing my bathing suit. We're just going back to the beach today. It's a nice day. We've just been on the beach all day. I really have nothing to tell you. It's been a nice day. Look at this. It's just gorgeous. And the sky has no clouds, and it's so blue. I'm gonna go back to not doing anything. Well, the sun has mostly gone down, which, if it was the rest of this trip, would mean it's my bedtime. I've been going to bed so early, guys. But supposedly every Friday there are fireworks from the pier, so we're gonna stay out tonight. I got a sunburn. My mom was in charge of putting sunscreen on my back, and she missed a spot. Good morning. We're about to get on a ferry. We're about to get on that yellow ferry. It's coming to pick us up, and it's going to take us to Brownsea Island. I think that's pointing at it. I don't know where Brownsea Island is. So Brownsea Island is a National Trust site thing. I think it's also a nature reserve. I don't know. Nobody is allowed to stay on this island overnight, except I think there might be a couple people who work here and run the thing. So far for the wildlife, we've seen peacocks and roosters. A rooster ate somebody's apple. It was great. They were trying to have a picnic. And then the rooster ran away, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Dad's taking a picture of me, so he can be in the vlog taking a picture of me. Good morning. It is my last day in Bournemouth. Right now we're in Boscombe. Back there is the Bournemouth beach, and then this is Boscombe. And where we're staying is kind of between the two, so this morning my mom and I had an hour to kill, so we walked down through the Boscombe Chine Gardens to the Boscombe Pier. It's so nice. I have really enjoyed this take a week off, go back to work for 5 days, take a week off business. So going back to work on Tuesday. But I've had a wonderful time. This has definitely been the most relaxing part of the trip. I think my parents have enjoyed being able to just chill out for the last week of their holiday. So I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this day before we catch the train back to London. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for new videos every